Well, howdy, folks. General back to you. Get a little short of breath. I thought I might get out my uh, nebulizer and take a breathing treatment. And I said, I bet there's a bunch of people out there that never have seen a breathing treatment and doesn't know how it does, how to set up on it, how to actually do the breathing treatment. I'd be deader than a hammer right now if it wasn't for breathing treatments, because I got into it with a caustic soap at work, and I instead of going under the knife to get 2 new lungs, I ended up with pulmonary fibrosis from it, and I underwent 7 years of what I'm fixing to show you, along with 60 milligrams a day of prednisone. And then after all that was over, then my friends put me on prayer lists and stuff, and they prayed it out of me, praise God. So, but my lungs are still messed up because I had asthma too, and that pulmonary fibrosis didn't help things none. But the good Lord got rid of the pulmonary fibrosis for me. Every once in a while, my lungs just say, "Time for a breathing treatment." So, without further ado, here we go. Now, I keep these boxes like this, and I'll hold that up where you can see what it is. You can even scan the barcode on it if you want to. I get these from Hobby Lobby. Dollar General store has them. And Family Dollar has them. But they only put up 6 at a time. And you got to be there to get that 6, because there's a lot of other folks that likes them too. And I like them because they got the lid made on them. They're shoebox size. They got that little thing on the bottom there that sits in this, so you can stack these things up. I try to get them three high. I got racks here to hold them in, and that's not even what this video is about, but this is some good information. I'm just passing that on to you. It keeps the dust out of your breathing stuff. Your prescription will be in a box like that. And the boxes will have, let's see, where's it at? I done got one of them out a minute ago and opened it. I started to get right into it, and I said, no, I'm gonna show everybody how to do this. You'll have 5 of these in a block, and you hold it like this right here, leaving one open, and start up here. Don't start down here, you'll mess up, sure enough. Start up at the top and peel it off like that. It'll come right off in your hand. Because if you start at the bottom, the top will come off. And you'll lose an entire thing full of it. All right, you get that out and ready. Let me pause this. Okay, we're going again. I made a little thing here out of a coat hanger. It looks like just a bent up piece of wire to you right now. I'm going to position this over here on that thing right there. Now, after you do your breathing treatment and you wash your stuff, this is the drying rack for it. This is all your parts, and you keep them in a Ziploc bag with all the air shoved out of it. In something like that, close to your nebulizer. I'll show you what a nebulizer looks like here in a minute. Now I'm going to put this in the rack like it goes. See, that goes on there. That goes on there. Let's see here. This one goes downhill in that. Goes on that point. And that goes on that like that. And you keep your Ziploc bag zipped up. The reason I'm showing you this is because you're not going to see me washing the thing. But after you do, you shake it out real good and put it on this, sitting on a paper towel on your drain board of your sink. And see, I still got messed up lungs from much soap I got into. But anyway, this is what the rack looks like with all the stuff on it. Now you can design it however you want to, or just lay it out on a paper towel, but you got to turn it and all that mess. If you set it up like this, it's automatic drain. You just put it on there and forget it. And you come back in about 3 or 4 hours and toss it back in the bag, toss that back in your box and put it away. All right, now here's how this goes together. You got this right here. That part right there, that's the inside of it. That's the outside of it. Right here is where your hose goes. You take this hickey-do here and you put it over that center spot. And it's just on there. Now, the only way you can get that off, just take your eating fork and put it right up under here and just pop that right there and then take that off. Why it sticks in there, I don't know, but it does. There's nothing there for it to stick on. Take the cap, put it on it. Take the T, put that on it. Take the mouthpiece, stick that on it. And don't tighten down on it. All you do is just stick it on there a little bit. The hose, just a little light pressure, and that's on there. That's what you hold. And you hold it with this down. And here's your hose nipple. When you turn, let me get this up where you can see the nebulizer, because you're going to need to know this. This is your nebulizer. and you turn it on, and you get your end piece up there, and put your finger over the end several times, and bog it down. And that way, if there's anything in here that's going to increase the pressure, just the same thing as holding your thumb over the end of a water hose. It increases the pressure right there, and it'll blow out whatever's in there. If there's a bug or something up in there, you don't want to blow that up into your mess. And then you turn that off. And I'm going to let this back down and get it refigured here. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to do this, and the different techs that would come in to do breathing treatments on my wife. I saw the different ways they did it, and instead of taking all this mess off and putting that stuff down in here and then fighting this back on and all that stuff, the niftiest thing that I'd seen, they just took that right there off and laid it down. And what you do, you hold this thing here, it's got a little flat spot on the bottom of it right here. You hold it in one hand, get hold of this up here at the top, and twist like that a couple of times till it comes off. Like that. Keep this staying up. Make sure you got your thing on there tight. And just turn that up and squeeze it. That puts it in there anyway. Then all you have to do is just put that thing down on the top of it. Push down on it and it's loaded. And then you turn it on. You hold it upright like that. Just like I got it there. And you open your mouth a little bit and put your teeth around this. And keep your tongue away from that. Okay? Put your tongue anywhere you want to, but not right over that. You don't want to block the flow of this. And some people put a clothespin over their nose or one of those nose blocking clips. But if you can control your breathing, just don't breathe in through your nose or out through your nose. You don't want any of this stuff in your head. This is strictly for your lungs and your larynx and whatnot. Okay? You put it in your mouth like this. And put your lips down around it, not tight, but I mean, you just put it around it where it seals. And you breathe out, you breathe in through here and out through here. And don't breathe through your nose at all. I'm going to turn it on. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it takes about 5 minutes to do. And I'm not going to put you through that. But I've already shown you how to take it apart. And you don't have to take soap and all that mess to it. Take it to your sink if you got one of those spray nozzle doolollies for washing dishes. Just put the water on hot and make you some type of a drain thing. Either, like I say, make you one of these wire doolollies or the paper towel or something other. But if you do a wire thing, put a paper towel down and then set the wire doololly on it, because the wire will put rust spots on your drain board, and they're hard to come off. But if you set it on a paper towel, all that goes on a paper towel, and you throw the paper towel away and you're good to go. I've also used paper plate. So whatever floats your boat tickles the dickens out of me. I'm just showing you the way to set up. I'm going to do a little bit of the breathing, and then I'll cut the machine off and finish the video here. Now that's how the thing sounds. And you want to take in and breathe in as deep as you can without hurting yourself, and breathe all the way out as far as you can without hurting yourself. Consistently. And don't do it enough. The frequency of it is normal breaths, but they're deeper than usual because you got 3 lobes in your lungs. Normal, just sitting around, you're using the upper third. If you're out walking, you're using the upper third in the middle. If you're working hard, they're walking fast, they're sweating it, they're working out, you're using all 3 lobes. And you need to breathe as deep as you can without hurting yourself or without getting lightheaded. You have to learn how to do that, how to balance it, to get this into your lower lobes. And so on. I'm going to cut that off and finish the video. Now on your, let's see if I can get this thing up there without killing myself. Right over here on the handle, I don't know whether you can see it or not. The handle of the thing has got a thing that this will set in. When you set it down, you set the, I'll set it back up there and show you. See how the handle is right there? It's made for letting that thing park. Okay. So I'm in hopes that that'll do y'all some good. Now I'm used to it because I've done it so much on myself and on my wife. And we use the same nebulizer. All it is an air compressor that's filtered good, and a certain frequency of air comes out. I mean, not frequency, but certain pressure of air comes out, and it's always continuous. And it's just the air around you is not oxygen or anything. It's just the air around you, but it's squeezed down and shoved to you. So the main thing is you want to get as much of the fog down in your lungs. Now just that little bit, and I'm not wheezing. And I've still got a long way to go. I've still got about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of that. But I didn't want to put you all through all of that. If you just can't breathe, I mean, you're just huffing and puffing like you've climbed a mountain and you're still sitting on your derriere, you need a breathing treatment. Don't necessarily need oxygen, but your lungs are going through it. Now, I'll tell you what I use, what the doctor put me on. It's, well, there's what it is. I can't pronounce that darn thing. Albuterol is the other one. There's 2 different drugs in that. And I asked them for Atrovent, Atrovent. And they wouldn't give it to me. They said my lungs weren't bad enough. What it does is you put it in the nebulizer too. You just put it in there and stir it around a little bit with this one, and it all goes in there together. Atrovent breaks up phlegm that's down in your lungs. If you're spitting up green stuff, that's the phlegm mucus that's not good for your lungs. And too much of it, you got old pneumonia. Everybody else can have pneumonia. I have the old pneumonia because I'm an old fart. That's supposed to make you laugh. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope this little video will help y'all out. Make sure you wash it, the stuff good. Don't let it sit around. Wash it immediately after you get done your breathing treatment. Put it on some type of drainage where all the water will drain off of it. Because you don't need to be over there putting lint in the thing from a towel. Just let it air dry and then put it in a good Ziploc bag and put it away in one of those boxes or some sort of dust protectant. And because you don't want to put dust into your lungs. And all that stuff you get from your doctor. Your doctor will prescribe you a nebulizer, Nebulizer, and your insurance will probably get it for you. We've had ours over 20 years, I'd say, still plugging right along. And when you need it, you need it. If your lungs are screwed up, you're going to need one. All right. Y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments. This General. I'm out.